Confidence. It's one of those qualities everyone admires, but few people truly understand. We all know someone who seems naturally confident. Walking into a room and instantly commanding respect, speaking with ease, or staying calm in tough situations. But here's the thing. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. It's like a muscle that grows stronger with the right exercises, habits, and mindset. And guess what? You can do it too. Let me ask you this. How many opportunities have you missed because you doubted yourself? How many times have you held back in fear, thinking, what if I'm not good enough? If you've ever felt like this, don't worry. You're not alone. Most of us struggle with confidence at some point in our lives. But today, I'm here to tell you something that could change your life. Confidence isn't reserved for a lucky few. It's a skill. And in this video, I'll share 7 powerful ways you can become the most confident version of yourself. These aren't quick hacks or empty motivational quotes. They're actionable steps that anyone can follow. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to stand tall, speak boldly, and face life with unshakable belief in yourself. And trust me, step number 7 will completely change how you see yourself. Are you ready? Let's dive into step number 1. Number 1. Stop negative self-talk. Have you ever found yourself thinking, I'm not good enough, I'll mess this up, or I don't deserve success? That's negative self-talk, and it's one of the biggest barriers to confidence. Think of it this way, if you're constantly tearing yourself down, how can you expect to feel confident? It's like trying to build a house on quicksand. The foundation just won't hold. Let's be honest, we all do it from time to time. But here's the truth. The way you talk to yourself shapes your self-esteem. If you wouldn't let someone else say hurtful things to you, why let your own mind do it? Confidence isn't about being flawless or never failing. It's about having the courage to believe in your ability to figure things out, no matter the situation. The first step to stopping negative self-talk is recognizing when it happens. Most of us don't even realize how often we criticize ourselves. Start paying attention to your inner voice. Is it supportive or harsh? Every time you catch yourself thinking something like, I'll never be able to do this, pause and challenge that thought. Ask yourself, is this really true? Do I have any proof? More often than not, negative self-talk is just fear disguised as facts. Once you've identified those thoughts, the next step is to replace them with empowering ones. For example, instead of saying, I can't do this, try, I'll give it my best shot and learn along the way. Replace, I'm a failure, with, this is a chance to grow and improve. It might feel awkward at first, but with practice, it becomes second nature. Here's an exercise to try. Every morning, look at yourself in the mirror and say 3 positive things about who you are or what you've done. It can be as simple as, I'm hardworking, I'm a great parent, or even, I showed up today. Over time, these small affirmations train your brain to see the good in yourself, even when things get tough. Remember, confidence starts in your mind. If you fill it with negativity, you're holding yourself back. But if you treat yourself like someone you love and encourage, you'll feel the difference. Be your own biggest cheerleader, not your harshest critic. Number 2. Master your body language. Imagine walking into a room. Your shoulders are hunched, your eyes are glued to the floor, and your hands are fidgeting nervously. How would people perceive you? Probably not as confident, right? Now, picture this. You walk into that same room with your head held high, your shoulders back, and your eyes scanning the room with calm, steady focus. Instantly, people notice you. They see someone who appears self-assured, even if you're feeling a little nervous inside. That's the power of body language. Speaks louder than words, and it's often the first thing people notice about you. Confidence starts with how you carry yourself. Start with your posture. Keep your back straight and your shoulders relaxed. Think of yourself as a tree, grounded and strong. Avoid slouching or crossing your arms, as these can make you look closed off. Next, focus on your eye contact. When you're talking to someone, look them in the eyes, not in a way that feels intense, but with a sense of warmth and interest. It shows you're engaged and comfortable in your own skin. And then there's your hands. Keep them visible and avoid fidgeting. Use open and natural gestures when you talk. Closed fists or hiding your hands can make you seem unsure or defensive. Here's a tip. Stand in front of a mirror and practice. Notice how small adjustments, like lifting your chin or relaxing your shoulders, can completely change how you look and feel. Body language isn't just about fooling others into thinking you're confident. It's about convincing yourself, too. When you act confident, your mind starts to believe it. Try this the next time you're in a meeting or a social setting. Walk in with intention, stand tall, and watch how people respond to you differently. Confidence begins with the way you show up. Number 3. Step out of your comfort zone. Now, let's talk about something crucial for building confidence. Stepping out of your comfort zone. You've probably heard this phrase before, but what does it really mean? Well, it means challenging yourself to do things that make you uncomfortable, things you'd usually avoid. And here's the thing. Confidence doesn't come from staying in your safe bubble. It comes from stretching your limits, little by little. Imagine this. You're asked to give a presentation at work or school. The old you might feel the urge to decline or worse, hide in the back. But the new, confident version of you says, I'm going to try. At first, it's terrifying, right? But with every new experience, you start to see something amazing happen. The nerves don't disappear right away, but you learn to control them. And the more you face these fears, the less power they hold over you. It's like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. Think about it like this. You don't just wake up one day and become a confident person. It takes practice. But here's the good news. You don't have to start with big, dramatic changes. You can ease your way into it. Start small. Maybe it's speaking up in a meeting, making small talk with someone at the coffee shop, or even simply smiling at a stranger. These small acts will slowly build your confidence. And each time you take that step, you'll notice yourself growing. Let's take a moment here. Have you ever thought about a fear you have? Maybe it's public speaking, or maybe it's approaching someone new at a party. Now, think about how you can start overcoming that fear. The key is taking small, manageable steps. Start with something that feels a little uncomfortable, but not overwhelming. Maybe you could practice speaking in front of the mirror. Or if you're nervous about a job interview, try role-playing with a friend. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Every time you push yourself past your comfort zone, you're training your mind to handle bigger challenges in the future. And that's how you build confidence, by proving to yourself that you can handle discomfort and still come out stronger. So, ask yourself, what's one thing you can do today to step out of your comfort zone? Maybe it's something small, like speaking up during a conversation. Or maybe it's something bigger, like signing up for a class or challenging yourself at work. Whatever it is, take that first step. Your future confident self will thank you. Number 4. Learn and develop skills. One of the quickest ways to build confidence is by mastering new skills. When you get good at something, your self-esteem skyrockets. Think about it. Have you ever felt more confident after learning something new? Whether it's cooking a new dish, learning to drive, or even mastering a sport, each skill you develop gives you more reason to feel proud of yourself. But here's the thing. Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. It's about knowing that every time you put in the effort, you're one step closer to being the person you want to be. So how do you start? Well, the key is to pick something you genuinely want to get better at, something that excites you. Let's take learning a new skill as an example. Maybe you've always wanted to play the guitar or learn how to speak Spanish. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you're passionate about it. At first, you might feel awkward or frustrated. Trust me, everyone does. But what separates confident people from those who struggle is the ability to push through that discomfort. Every time you practice, even if it's just a few minutes a day, you're growing. Here's a simple exercise you can do to start developing your skills. Make a list of things you want to learn or improve on. It could be something big, like learning a new language, or something smaller, like getting better at making conversation. Then, break that skill down into smaller, manageable goals. For example, if you want to learn to cook, start by mastering a simple recipe before moving on to more complicated ones. If you want to learn a new language, begin with the basics, greetings, common phrases, and gradually work your way up. The most important thing is consistency. Confidence doesn't come overnight. but it's the daily actions that make all the difference. Imagine this: you've been practicing guitar for a month, and now you can play a simple song. The feeling you get from that accomplishment, no matter how small, will give you a huge boost in confidence. It's like adding tools to your confidence toolbox, and the more tools you have, the more equipped you are to handle life's challenges. Now, here's another trick to help you build confidence. Focus on the 80-20 rule. This principle says that 80% of the results come from just 20% of your efforts. In other words, focus on the few skills that will make the biggest difference in your life. Whether it's learning how to communicate better, manage stress, or pick up a new job skill, pick something that will help you the most right now. Mastering that one skill will open doors to even more opportunities and give you a greater sense of achievement. Remember, confidence is a habit. The more skills you develop, the more confident you'll feel. So don't wait. Pick something to learn. Take it one step at a time and watch your confidence grow. Number 5. Surround yourself with positive people. One of the easiest ways to boost your confidence is to surround yourself with people who lift you up. Simple but so powerful. Think about the people in your life, your friends, family, and even coworkers. How do they make you feel? Do they encourage you, support you, and push you to be your best? Or do they make you doubt yourself and shrink back from your potential? When you're surrounded by negativity, it's like trying to grow in a toxic environment. It's hard to flourish when the people around you are constantly dragging you down, or worse, telling you you're not good enough. But when you have a strong support system, people who believe in you, who want to see you succeed, that's when your confidence truly begins to grow. So, what can you do to create this positive environment for yourself? It starts with being intentional about who you spend your time with. Start by evaluating the people you interact with most. Are they lifting you up or bringing you down? Do they make you feel energized and motivated? Or do you feel drained and discouraged after spending time with them? It's important to be around people who believe in your potential, who challenge you to be better, and who celebrate your wins with you. Positive people don't just cheer you on. They help you believe in yourself even when you're not feeling so sure. They see the best in you, even when you can't see it in yourself. And that's the kind of energy you want in your life if you want to build confidence. But here's the thing, sometimes we don't realize that we have control over the people we spend time with. We might feel obligated to stay in relationships or friendships that aren't healthy, or we might hold on to people just because we've known them for a long time. But your time and energy are valuable. And if someone constantly brings negativity into your life, it might be time to set some boundaries. So how do you start surrounding yourself with positive people? First, it's about choosing to spend more time with those who inspire and motivate you. These could be friends, mentors, colleagues, or even online communities that share your values and goals. Make a point to reach out to them more often to build deeper connections and to support each other. At the same time, be mindful of the people who don't add value to your life. If you notice that certain individuals consistently bring negativity, it's okay to limit your exposure to them. Setting boundaries is a form of self-respect and a key part of building confidence. You don't need to cut people off completely, but you can protect your energy and spend less time with those who drain it. Remember, confidence isn't just about how you feel about yourself. It's also about who you allow into your life. By surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people, you create an environment where your confidence can thrive. And when you start feeling supported, encouraged, and inspired by others, you'll begin to believe in yourself more than ever before. Number 6. Take care of your appearance and health. Now, let's talk about something that might seem simple, but can make a huge difference in how you feel about yourself, your appearance and health. It's easy to think that confidence comes from the inside, and yes, it absolutely does. But how we look on the outside plays a bigger role than we often realize. When you feel good about how you look, it boosts your mood and, in turn, your confidence. It's a simple but powerful tool that many people overlook. First, let's talk about how dressing well can instantly make you feel more confident. You don't need a designer wardrobe or to follow the latest trends. The key is to wear what makes you feel good about yourself. It's about finding clothes that fit you well, feel comfortable, and reflect who you truly are. For example, wearing clothes that are clean, depressed, and well-fitted can make you stand taller, feel more put together, and give you a sense of control over how you present yourself to the world. But confidence isn't just about what's on the outside. Taking care of your health plays a massive role too. When you feel good physically, it's easier to feel good mentally. Now, I know that health isn't just about having a six-pack or fitting into a certain size. It's about taking small, consistent steps to improve your well-being. Start with something simple: drink more water. Hydration does wonders for your energy levels, your skin, and even your mood. When your body is well hydrated, it works better, and you feel more energized, which is a huge confidence booster. Next, get moving. You don't have to start with a crazy workout routine. Could be as simple as a 15-minute walk each day. Exercise doesn't just make you look good. It also releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that instantly lift your spirits. The more you take care of your body, the better you'll feel inside and out. And don't forget about sleep. I can't emphasize this enough. Sleep is a game changer. Getting enough rest helps you feel more alert, focused, and ready to take on the day. It also affects your mood and how you handle stress. When you're well rested, you're better equipped to stay calm, positive, and confident in any situation. Remember, confidence isn't just about looking good for others. It's about feeling good for yourself. It's about giving yourself the respect and care you deserve. And when you do, your confidence will shine through. So, take a few moments each day to care for your appearance and health. Whether it's through a new outfit, a healthier routine, or a good night's sleep, small steps lead to big changes. You'll start noticing a shift, and with that shift comes the confidence to conquer anything that comes your way. Number 7. Embrace failure as growth. We've all been there, facing failure. It's uncomfortable, frustrating, and it often feels like the end of the road. But what if I told you that failure isn't the enemy? In fact, it's one of your greatest allies on the path to confidence. Here's why. Let me tell you something that might surprise you. Failure is part of the process. Every successful person you admire, from business leaders to athletes, has failed countless times. Michael Jordan, often considered the greatest basketball player of all time, was cut from his high school basketball team. Can you imagine that? He didn't let that stop him. Instead, he used it as motivation to improve. And, of course, he went on to change the game forever. You see, the problem with failure is how we perceive it. Most of us view it as a personal reflection, a sign that we're not good enough. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Failure is simply feedback. It's life showing us what works and what doesn't. Each time you fail, you learn something valuable that helps you grow. It's through failure that we develop resilience, and resilience is key to building confidence. Think about the last time you tried something new and failed. Maybe it was a presentation at work, or trying out for a team, or even something as simple as learning a new skill. How did you feel afterward? If you're like most people, you probably felt discouraged, maybe even embarrassed. But here's the thing. In that moment of discomfort, you were growing. You were learning how to do better, how to approach things differently, and how to improve your skills for the next time. So, instead of avoiding failure, you should seek it. That's right, seek it out. Every time you step out of your comfort zone and try something new, there's a chance you might fail. But every failure is an opportunity to come back stronger, wiser, and more confident. The key is to embrace failure as a stepping stone, not a roadblock. Next time you fail, don't beat yourself up. Instead, take a moment to reflect. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? This mindset shift is powerful because it allows you to move forward instead of staying stuck in self-doubt. Remember, the most confident people aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who keep trying, learning, and growing after each setback. So, take a deep breath, acknowledge your failure, and then move on. Embrace it as part of your journey to becoming the best version of yourself. Because confidence isn't built by never failing. It's built by rising every time you fall. Now, I want you to think of one failure you've faced recently. What lesson did it teach you? Share it in the comments below, and let's start a conversation about how we can all grow from our experiences. And remember, confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about embracing your imperfections and learning from them. Now that we've covered the 7 steps to becoming the most confident version of yourself, let's quickly recap what we've learned. Confidence is not something you're born with, it's something you build, step by step. It starts with mastering your body language, and by simply standing taller or making eye contact, you can instantly appear more confident. Then, we talked about silencing that inner critic, the voice that tells you you're not good enough. Replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations and start thinking about your potential, not your flaws. You also learned how stepping out of your comfort zone, even in small ways, can help you grow. It's those little moments of courage that add up to big changes. And remember, confidence is a byproduct of competence. When you improve your skills, your belief in yourself will naturally grow. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive people is also key. The right people can help you see your worth and encourage you when you feel uncertain. And, of course, taking care of your appearance and health helps too. When you feel good physically, you feel better mentally. Lastly, embracing failure as part of the journey is crucial. Every failure is just a stepping stone towards success. The most confident people are the ones who've learned from their mistakes and used those lessons to push forward. So now, I want to hear from you. Which of these steps are you going to start working on today? Maybe it's mastering your body language, or perhaps it's learning to embrace failure. Whatever it is, take the first step right now. Remember, confidence doesn't happen overnight, but with these 7 steps, you're already on the right path. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Don't forget to subscribe for more content on how to live your best life. Thanks for watching. Now, go out there and show the world the confident version of you.